Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so ready to, oh goodness. My sign's not readable. Good morning, Keels. How are you today? I think my camera angle is a little off. There we go. Whoops. My poor old art light. I saw a new kind of light that is, I don't remember the name of it, but I wanted to ask you guys about it. So don't be surprised if I just put a question in the, out in our group and ask about a different kind of light. I love my art light, but it is old as the hills. Good morning, Joni. Hi, Sally Ann. How are you? Hey, Deb. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I have so many things to talk to you about. I know, giant surprise. So one thing I wanted to talk about is advent calendars. So I love an advent calendar because it's a little present every single day. So I sent advent calendars to all kinds of people this year. Last year, someone gave us, well, Tessa, our lovely friend Tessa, who loves our doggie. Well, last year we had 2 doggies at Christmas, but anyway, she brought us a doggy advent calendar. Oh my gosh, they loved it so much. But this year, I bought myself an advent calendar, and it's from, I'm sure you remember me speaking about, I believe her name is, it looks like Myrtle, but it looks like Myrthe, but I don't know exactly how to pronounce her first name, but she makes the most lovely handmade watercolors. So this is what I got this year for myself, and it was about, like, including shipping and everything, because it came from the Netherlands. Shut up. How cool is it to get mail from the Netherlands, right? Look, so she sends you a tin, and I will post pictures of the whole process, because her packaging makes you feel so special, and that she just thought about you, and oh, seriously, so amazing. Okay, so she puts your name on the cover, right? And then look, each day, I don't know if you can see those, each day you get a new color, right? So today is December 8th, my niece Emily's birthday. So I'm going to open this one with you guys. So each day, seriously, look at these little teeny tiny. So I opted for this one. I know, Debbie. It's so cool. Oh, look. So some of them are shimmery and some of them are matte. Keely got it too. Keely, did you get the one that, I think there were like three different levels, I believe. So I think I got the one that's mini pans. I think you got the one that's dots, right? Because yours is all, can you post a picture? Keely's is it all the same, where each bit of color is on a die cut star? Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously, her stuff is so unbelievable. You will feel so special using it. I'm telling you. So I know I've got her card around here somewhere. Her stuff is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, here we go. Watercolors by Myrthe. So you can find her on Etsy. You can find her on Instagram. And look she writes you a beautiful note every time. Oh my gosh. So amazing. So amazing. And like my little tin came wrapped in paper with a beautiful bow. I know, I love her stuff too, Debbie. It's so beautiful. So I thought I would use these colors to paint our project for today. Anyway. So let's see, what else do I have to share with you? Oh, you know the glue sticks that I like to use, right? With the Italian glue. I have no cocoina maybe, and it smells like almonds. I can't tell you. So a store near me had these glue sticks, and they were on the clearance rack. And I was like, oh, I will buy all of them. I will buy all of them. And I did. And, but I go through glue sticks quickly. So then I saw I remembered that they sell it in a pot. So I ordered the pot so I could share it with you and tell you what my thoughts are. So it comes like this. And then inside it has a little brush, right? And then you're just going to pull it up like that and then spread it on your page or whatever, whatever you're going to glue. Anyway, I just used it for the first time today, so I will let you know my thoughts. I don't know if you saw it on social media, but seriously, you guys, the new Strawberry Moon magazine came out, and can I just tell you, I buy it in digital form and paper form because it is so yummy. I'm telling you, the pages are so beautiful, and they just have the most delicious feel. What's the name of the glue? COCCOINA. It's fabulous, and it smells so delightful. So Strawberry Moon magazine has been out for about a year. This is the 4th edition. And I am just mad for it. So, and it is so beautifully laid out. And this is Suzanne, who is an artist and hey, Marcy, artist and the editor and the owner and I think, jack of all trades when it comes to this magazine. So I wanted to tell you about, I'm in this magazine. I'm so proud to be part of this magazine. I'm telling you, it's the best. There's so many. She covers the gamut of information. But shut up, look at this page. Do you see my ad? Do you see it? I'm so proud of myself. And I have to give a giant shout out to Tessa, who helped me take all of my bits and create it, graphically. She, stuff that just comes second nature to her is like a 3-day crash session for me to try and figure out how to get these things lined up and blah, 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 Anyway, and then here I am again in Ask the Art Journalers. That's one of my favorite things that she has in every issue. She asks art journalers a series of questions, and they're always so thought-provoking and really fascinating. Like, she asks one of the questions, so here's all of the people who participate. So here's me, and it tells all about me, and it tells about pop-in paint parties each Tuesday and Thursday. And shut it right now, right up here. right up here is our friend Jan Golden. I am so proud of her. I'm so, so proud of her. So just know that, get the magazine and look, oh my gosh, it's so beautifully laid out. It's just, I'm telling you, so gorgeous. So, so gorgeous. I do have a, I do have a page in this issue, and it is a page that I art journaling page that I did with my friend Joni. I did parts of it with my friend Joni. One day we were at Joni's house. You know how we go and have our artsy days, and nobody had anything kind of really planned, and so I looked across the table, and Carmen was just painting circles in varying shades of, I don't know what color it was even. Maybe it was purples. I don't know. Anyway, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. And so I took my art journal, and these are all art journals that we made together. And I just painted the circles, and that's all I let myself do that day. That's all I'm sure I did other pages of artsy circles. So I will tell you, know that it's okay to just do one thing. Just do one thing. It's so okay, because then it will start to grow and grow and grow with you. And speaking of that, the other day, remember I was doing some splatter paint with black, and then I had all this black left over. And so I was like, what, black acrylic? And I was like, what am I going to do with that? So I have this other art journal that I have with my niece, my great niece Desiree, and my great nephew Braxton. And we stick stickers on here of places we've been or things we've done. When I went to Austin to see my kid, we went to Buc-ee's when we were in Michigan together, when I was in Missouri with them, Oklahoma, right? So just remember, you can please look at, this is when we went to the trampoline parts. So I just glued that little wristband in. Anyway, so these are pages that we've done together, right? And then I drew their little house. But then I had painted this background. And then I was like, how cool would this be with some of that black splattered on it? Right? So that's just step number 2. And that's all I did. And then I took our art journal that we're working on, and I did some splatter paint on a page that I really liked. Remember, this is one of our vintage puppetries. And then we adhered the whole page down in our book, and then we painted on it, and then we stenciled on it, and we did all kinds of things, right? So then I did some of that black splatter paint on that page too, because look, it kind of looks like it coordinates. I didn't mean that, but shut up. How cute is that? So who knows where this will go, right? So that brings me to today. So I want you to pick some page. So this page, see this, I haven't put the next step on here. I don't know what minute I did use some of that black splatter on here too. Because remember, I had a lot of black acrylic paint. So this page, I don't know what I want to put on here yet, but it's just waiting for me. That's what I wanted to convey to you, that art journaling is all about expressing yourself and working out some feelings and bringing you happiness. Happiness doesn't have to be a finished page. Like, I love this page just the way it is. Where's the other one that I was thinking about? So this one, I still haven't finished this one, and this corn that needs to go in there. And this one, you know what I'm going to document on here? I realized You know that corn song that that little boy sings? That's what I'm going to put in here, because you know what? That is a sign of the times. That is part of 2022, right? So that's totally going to go there. But anyway, I digress. So I took 2 pages and so I glued them together with my new glue, right? Because I want them to be a little bit thick. And I did 2 pages here. And they're still a little bit damp, and then I covered it with watercolor ground. And so while I'm waiting for this to dry, I want to tell you about this idea that I had. So first I want to get a drink because I've been blabbing a lot. And you can take that opportunity to take a drink too. Thank you, Keels, for the links. Okay. So, a long time ago, like way back in November, I had seen this thing on social media, and I think I might have talked about it in here. I know I talked about it in my Stitchy class. I had seen this thing on social media that said, when you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine, right? And then in the caption, it said, what are ways you bring happiness into your life? How do you bring yourself peace? How do you bring yourself pleasure? How do you talk yourself down from an anxious moment, right? All of those things. So, and that, like, it struck me enough that I spoke about it during my Stitchy class. And then, you know when the universe just keeps kind of sending messages to you? So then, and I even put that as one of my questions. I usually do a question of the week in my Stitchy group. And so I said, what are ways you bring happiness into your life? So that's kind of thought-provoking, right? And then the other day, I think I talked about this yesterday in my Stitchy class, that there's an artist that I follow, and her name is Kelly Hornig, Hoernig, and she's an artist, and I follow her on Instagram and maybe Facebook, I don't know. Anyway, she had this challenge. You know when things just kind of pop up on your social media, and it could be today's, or it could have been months ago. Well, this one that popped up was months ago. It was like from February. Anyway, in February, she had this thing called Finding Joy Challenge. So she has a Facebook group that I do not belong to, but anyway, she had this challenge going out, and they created a booklet, and in that booklet they talked about, she had some prompts. Okay, here are the prompts. When something makes you smile, write it down. Listening to music that makes you sing out loud, write it down. Seeing something cute that makes you giggle, write it down. Watch a movie that makes your heart happy, write it down. This is the season for happy movies. Read a passage that speaks to your soul, write it down. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool for us to take those 2 concepts that are very similar, finding joy and what ways do we bring happiness into our life? Those are all kind of the same thing. And so I thought we could combine those things and create a 2-page spread. Or you could do, you know what? We have so many pages left in our art journals that we need to fill up. Take this idea and run with it. Or maybe next week, let's start to create some backgrounds that we can fill in as we go along. But anyway, for today, maybe today we could too. So for today, I wanted to take some of my new watercolors, stop it, look at them, and just create stripes. Stripes and stripes and stripes and stripes. Just fill my pages with stripes. And within those, so like the corn page, where's that? So like this, right? Just stripes and stripes and stripes. And then I'm going to fill those stripes with words of a cool movie that I saw, words with ways that I bring happiness into my life. Like for me, it's art, it's stitching, it's reading, it's spending time with my family. Those all bring me happiness, right? And for you, they're going to be whatever is unique to you. But I felt like it would be like this little artsy time capsule of this little time, this last month of the year 2022. All these things that bring us joy, that just bring us joy, right? So let's get our paints out and start painting stripes. So, and these don't have to match. I'm not going to have mine match. They're going to be whatever. Okay, so remember the thing that I told you about shimmery paints? Just like regular watercolors, they need some water to activate. Where's my little water squirter bottle? There we go. They need water to activate, right? So I'm going to start by putting a couple of drops of water on the tops. And can I tell you the cool thing that she does? She writes the number on the side. So even if I pull them all out and get them mixed up, I can put them right back in order. I haven't even swatched these yet. Keely, have you swatched yours? I haven't done anything with mine. Life's just been so kind of topsy-turvy. So I just keep pulling them out and putting some water on top. And while that water sits on there, it's just going to start to sink into my paint, right? This is such a fun thing to look forward to every day. I can't even tell you how fabulous it is. Shut it, Keely. You are just freaking brilliant. Of course she swatches them every day. Of course she does. With each new color. All right. So, while that's soaking in, I'm going to read from the comfort book, and then we're going to start painting stripes. Is everybody ready to paint stripes? I hope. Okay. Good to sad. So I will tell you, the comfort book is going to be one of the things that brings me happiness, because it is so thought-provoking every day. Every day there's a new something to just bring you happiness. Do you ever get a kind of gentle sadness that almost feels good? Like a nostalgia for a lost past or a stolen future that is mournful but also reminds you that life is capable of such warm things and that you were there to witness them. I do. Come on, that was good, wasn't it? Do you ever get those feelings like, just that little bit of sadness? And sometimes, we try to brush it off, we try to push it out, right? Because we don't want to be sad. But I also read recently something that said, take what you need. Take what you need. You have what it takes. Feel your feelings. I think sometimes we don't feel our feelings, and sometimes we need to feel our feelings because feelings don't go away. They kind of just bubble up at other times, right? Oh, I've had that happen where I started to cry in a most inappropriate time because of all those feelings. Okay, so let's see. You have what it takes. Feel your feelings. You can't please everyone. Give yourself grace. You're right where you need to be. Who needs to hear that? I sure did. I sure did. Anyway, let's start. So my water is soaked in to some of these. So now I'm going to come in with a little more water. And then I'm going to take my brush, my wet brush, and I'm going to start to work that color there. Do you see it moving already? Work that water into that color. Then I'm going to start to paint a stripe. And this is a little intense for me, so I'm just going to keep adding water to it. I like it when I can see the pattern of the page underneath, that grid mark. I love that. Stop it. Right? So now I'm just going to keep painting stripes. So I hope that you will. I hope that you are painting stripes right now with whatever colors you want, right? Whatever colors you want. And while you're doing that, just be thinking about what are ways you bring you yourself bring peace into your life, bring happiness into your life, bring pleasure into your life, and how do you help yourself when things are feeling a little bit hairy? This color is so pretty. It's like a pearly color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. They're all so lovely. Push that one over. Here's number 3. Tap, tap, tap. Shimmery paint just really needs you to work that water in there and just kind of work the color, work the water into the paint, because then it's going to, you're going to get a way smoother application of color. Okay. See, I didn't work it in. Do you see how it's much more, I should have taken my time a little bit more. It kind of separates. But when you take your time, you're going to get such better coverage. And the water just becomes incorporated right into that paint, and you get this lovely application. I will say the thing about shimmery paints, I mean, I'm not kind of really a shimmery girl, but the thing about that I find just magic about them is that when it's still wet, it just dances. It's so pretty. And you can see other colors in it. You can see other colors. I don't know how else to say it. So I see this as an ongoing project because I want to put all of my colors in. But I also see it as an ongoing project because I want to be able to fill 2 pages and then some with things that bring me happiness, with ways that I bring happiness to myself, with things that I just observe, like movies that I've watched or music that I've listened to, books that I've read, all those things. Like we are reading, in book club, we are reading Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. I have not started it yet, but I will start it today because it's nonfiction, and so that's, I need to kind of think about that. You know, it's almost like a school book in a good way, right? It's a school book that we chose, but we're learning about ourselves and daring yourself. So I'm working that color, that water into that color. Look at this shimmery blue. Isn't it something? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And I'm just going to tell you, shimmery paint is quite mesmerizing. And I'm just taking my time with these stripes. I'm in no hurry. And I will tell you, a cool thing that I'm just discovering is that my pages are kind of wrinkly because of gluing 2 pages together and then the watercolor ground on top. And can I tell you, I am here for that. I am loving the ups and downs and all of that jazz. And all that jazz. Oh, I probably shouldn't have sang that, huh? Okay, so now this color is matte. So let's see. So Keels, do you have the same colors as me, I presume? Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Look at that. Look, as I'm painting this stripe, I'm already thinking of flowers I want to paint in this color. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. So pretty. Okay, what's next? This purple. Nice and slow. Really work that water in. Oh, I got my COVID shot yesterday. Yeah, I will say, you know what, Sally Ann? Most handmade colors, because they are handmade, they are a little more spendy, but they're lovely. I buy from a couple of handmade artists, handmade watercolor creators. One is Myrthe. I don't know how do you say that. And the other is hydracolors. And her logo, I buy stuff from her all the time. And a way, you know what? A way to try them is most of them will sell dot cards of some of their colors, their collections of colors. And so that's a way to try them out. I had a bag with hydracolors. Oh well. Anyway, they sell dot cards, and that's a great way to. Here we go. So here's hydracolors logo, and she's on Etsy. She has a shop on Etsy, and so look, she sells a dot card like this. Sometimes they sell dot cards that are smaller, like this. Sometimes it is these are ones that I got from Myrthe. Here's one. Here's one. Look at how beautiful her dot cards are. They're so lovely. Anyway, just know that that's a way to test things out before making the investment. They are huge dot cards, yes. And I'm telling you, you'll be happy. You'll be happy. And so sometimes anybody who has a dot card, well, I should say of the creators that I support and follow, I will buy their dot cards because it's good for travel and creating, right? So I can just take a dot card with me and create wherever I am. Look at, I have paint all over my craft mat. So crazy. And sometimes I buy a couple of dot cards and send them to my pals in the mail. Because how fun is that to get some new watercolors in the mail? Who doesn't love getting artsy mail? Artsy happy mail. So this watercolor advent calendar is absolutely going on my list of things that bring me happiness. Oh my gosh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so I believe that's all my colors that I've opened so far. So I want to leave this space for the rest of my colors, but thinking I want to turn my book, turn, and look how pretty that is with the light shining on it. Stop it. And I'm going to start those same stripes down here. How am I doing on time? Oh, we got lots of time. Anyway, let's continue. I'm going to keep painting stripes. And then if we still have time, I'm thinking I'm going to paint some stripes, paint a page of stripes in this book, because you can always, you know, that's just a cool technique to play with. It's good for brushstroke control, and it's a good starting point for any kind of art journaling. I love those pages that just are kind of, it takes you away from the blank page, right? I know. Oh, Debbie, you're so funny. I don't have a maxi pad out here. I don't think I have any maxi pads. I had a hysterectomy, and so I don't have maxi pads around anymore. But I will give it a try. The year of the maxi pad, right? That's something that happened in 2022 for us. And holy smokes, I have so many ideas for 2023. We're going to have such artsy fun. Good morning, Tam. Yes, those color shifters are amazing. I think I have some of those in my hydracolors. Let me. This is my tin of hydracolors. Yeah. Look at that. Look at this. Here's a color shifter right here. Do you see it? It's gold and kind of a burgundy, kind of a maroonish. And you know what the beauty of these paints is? They smell like cloves. Can you tell I like how things smell? Oh my gosh, they smell so good. Okay. Sally Ann, so were you here when Debbie was telling us about how she used maxi pads instead of a paper towel when she's watercoloring? That's what that's all about. She's crazy, but she says it works like a charm, and so I guess we're all challenged. So a color shifter, let me see. I'll set this aside. So a color shifter is when you look at it from one direction, it's one color. When you look at it from another direction, it's another color. So let's find. See how I just have all of these pages in here that are just kind of started. Like you can go back and do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? So let's find a blank page. And remember, this does not have watercolor ground on it, but we can get the idea. Okay, so let's get some water in here. Let that start working. Oh, still had green on there. Do you see how this is so magical? I can barely stand it. Hi, Vicky. Well, you'll be able to listen later and know that we're all thinking about you and what a lovely friend you are. What a lovely friend you are. And we're awful glad that you're our friend. Okay, so do you see how that, I don't know if you can see, but it's not, the water isn't fully engaged with the color, and so it comes out, it's separaty. I don't know how else to say it. But the more we work that water into that color, the better our application. Look at that. Look at the difference. And so do you see how when you look at it one direction, it's gold. When you look at it from the other direction, it's kind of a burgundy-ish. I don't know how else to describe. I don't know if that's really showing up on camera. But the color shifter is that it will, the light kind of will, and the pigments, I guess, whatever they use in the pigments when they're mixing the colors, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. So I'm just gonna continue with this pattern. Since I started this page. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I have never tried it. I will leave it to the professionals. I will just support my pals that create them. Oh, I have gotten them from one other person. So hydracolors, and she lives in Florida. Myrthe lives in the Netherlands. And there's another one that I buy from, her name is Rachel Beth. And I believe she's in Idaho, Tam. I think. And I buy, every now and again, I'll buy some colors from her. But mostly hydracolors. And how do you pronounce her name, Keely? How would you pronounce her name? Whose name is Lindsay? Hydracolors? I thought her name was Elena. You know what? I told a lie. That's what my mother-in-law says. When she forgets something. Wait, I told a lie. Okay, here's Rachel Beth. Here's her pool parties. Aren't they pretty? And I just love a little tin. And then this is artistic. Oh my gosh. Artistic. How could I not remember her name? Artistic. Oh, here we go. Artistic Isle. And these are her. I know, but that doesn't. Myrthe. But there's no L at the end. I know. I thought that's what I was told too, but now I'm like, I'm second guessing myself. Anyway, Artistic Isle, they make beautiful watercolors too. So just so you know. I thought maybe with all your worldly travel, you would know how to pronounce her name. Did you ever go to the Netherlands? These are so pretty because they kind of look hot pink and a little bit kind of a goldy burgundy. I don't know. So pretty. I'm telling you, this is the most meditative practice. Just painting these little swatches of color, these little squares. And this page is going to be very wrinkly because it has no watercolor ground or any kind of primer. But I will say, once this page is dry, I will glue it to another page so that it has some, a little more stability. Oh, hey, I read this morning that Brittany Griner is on her way home. I'm so happy. I can't imagine. Can't imagine her family's heartache about the whole situation and how scary that had to have been for her. I can't even, boy, oh boy. So I'm awful happy that she's on her way home. Both sides of my paper. I do if I glue two pages together because I want it to be, I want that little bit of sturdiness. So I just want to give everybody a reminder. Remember that there will not be a pop-in paint party next Tuesday. I am going this weekend to visit my parents in Michigan. I'm so excited. So I fly back on Tuesday, so I will have pop-in paint parties Wednesday and Thursday of next week. I will also post the calendar in the Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott designs, not designs. Just Get Artsy with me in the group. I'll post it on the Anne Corbiere-Scott designs page too, so that everybody has access to that. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. Five minutes, honest to Pete. It goes so fast. I will tell you, when these dry, the two colors really become apparent. don't know what I'm going to do with these squares, but I'll figure it out. But can you see the two different colors? Can you see how this one is very pink and this one is more goldish? And stop it with those wrinkles. Stop it. It's so pretty. Right? Oh, I did want to share. So I'm going to set this aside to dry. And then, oh, I wanted to share these flowers that Jeff, is that way too close? Yes. Okay, I'll pull one out of the water. Okay. So look at this flower. So it is a hybrid of a chrysanthemum. And it is, I wrote the name down because I thought, I'm never going to remember. I'll never remember that name. The name is, it was like chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, M-O something, something, something. Anyway, just be on the lookout. You don't know how much I, take pictures of flowers in stores, in if I happen to go to a flower market, if I number one, it's for painting reference. Like, look at how you have to look. I mean, number one, there's a million petals. Shut up. How cool is that? But do you see how this part is dark and underneath is light? So you never, light source and light can be tricky beasts, right? Because it's not all on the left side or all on the right side, right? Color bounces, light bounces. So give yourself some references. Give yourself some references to, number one, like color combinations. I told you, every artist should have a reference file. They should have a file in their, either in their, don't try to keep it in your noggin. I've tried that. That's a bad situation. But have a little notebook or have a album on your phone where you take pictures that are for reference. Oh my gosh, Pike's Market has the most gorgeous flowers, don't they? Holy, holy, holy smokes. Yeah, yeah. So if you're in that situation, or if you're just walking in the woods or walking down the sidewalk and your neighbor has some really cool flowers, snap a picture because you'll never remember it. You think you will, but you won't. And you know, like all of us, we have 10,000 pictures on our phones. But who cares, right? Look at it. It's just... And I love that the center is like so tightly wound. It's almost in a spiral. Do you see it? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I can't tell you. It looks like a bunch of bird beaks. It's so pretty, isn't it? So just think about how, that's your assignment maybe. Look for something that, and it doesn't have to be a flower. We just happen to love flowers, but look at something that has lots of lights and darks, light and shadow, and snap a picture or two. Oh, it's coming, Deb. It's coming. You know it's coming. And you would think I'm running out of antes, but I am absolutely not. I have a million. I have a million. We're a very Catholic family. We have lots of people. Not me. I only had one kid, but, you know, some people in my family really like to procreate. Look at my stripes. They're so pretty. I can just hardly wait to just fill the whole thing up. And then, this is dry? I believe so. And then I can write in between the lines. I can write on top of the lines depending on what pen or marker I use, right? So many things. So many things. So think about other page starts that you can create in your art journal. Stripes. You could do blocks of color like I did here, right? Oh my gosh, you guys, look at it. Just look at it. Oh my gosh. Think if you did a flower in this color. So pretty, right? So right now, it's just a pattern, but we can grow it into whatever we want it to be, right? So paint some backgrounds. We have lots of pages left in our art journal. I like to paint, especially if I'm going on a trip, like I'm flying out on Saturday morning, and I will paint some backgrounds, and then I can fiddle with them with my pens on the plane, at my mom and dad's, on the plane ride home. So I take my Stitchy and I take my art journal because I want to fill it with as much art as possible. You don't have to fill every page before the end of the year, but why wouldn't you try? You know? Anywho. I'm so proud of us. We've accomplished so much. We've accomplished so much artsy amazingness in 1 year. And I told you, I can hardly wait for next year. We have, oh my gosh, I have so many big ideas. More ideas than days. Do you know what I mean? So, remember to be on the lookout for your next year's art journal, a composition book with stripes or grid, whatever you want. But a composition book because we're going to get it pretty funkified. I'm thinking that we should probably paint our cover black again, and then we'll fill it with whatever. But let's kind of put a pin in that. I haven't figured that one all the way out. But, yeah, I can't wait to add more stripes tomorrow. So, everybody have an amazing, tremendous Thursday. I adore you all. Keep on painting, and I will see you next Wednesday. But watch my social media because I'll be posting examples of stuff. I hung those candy canes on my tree, and I'm going to be posting those in just a few minutes from the Sweet Christmas Wishes art principle. And I made my banner. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you the banner that I created, and then I will post it hung up. But stop it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at those gorgeous poinsettias. I have this door that just kind of stands in my dining room. I think this will be beautiful on that door. Oh, I love it. And it's old weathered gray wood. So I think it'll be perfect on there. I adore you all. Thank you so much for hanging with me. And I will see you, like I said, on social media. And then next Wednesday, we have a very artsy day. We have art journaling. We have pop-in paint party from 9 to 10. And then at 10:30 to 11:30, we have stitch along. So it's going to be very, very art-filled day. I adore you all. Thanks so much, everybody. Be sure to like this video. Thumbs up. Bye.